Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going. Today we have predictions for two NBA games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Orlando Magic and Milwaukee Bucks. The Orlando Magic roll into Milwaukee to take on the Bucks, and I've got to say, this one feels like a gut check for Magic fans. Losing Paolo Banchero was tough enough. He was having a superstar breakout year, but then Franz Wagner went down with an oblique tear too. Talk about a 1-2 punch to the gut. These two were carrying the scoring load, and now Orlando's got to figure things out without them. But here's the thing, the Magic don't quit. They've got this gritty, next man up mindset that keeps them in games no matter what. Case in point, their win against the Suns the other night. It wasn't pretty, but Jalen Suggs showed he's ready to take over as the go-to guy, dropping 26 points. He was hitting threes, driving the lane, doing it all. Goga Bitadze chipped in with 21, and Cole Anthony added 14. The role players are stepping up, and that's what it's going to take for this team to survive. They don't have the firepower of a healthy roster, but man, they know how to dig deep and scrap. And let's not forget about their defense. It's downright nasty. Orlando is holding teams to just over 103 points per game, the stingiest in the league. They make opponents play at their pace, slowing things down to a crawl, and that's how they frustrate teams that love to run. They're also smart about fouling, putting poor free throw shooters on the line. With Giannis Antetokounmpo struggling at the stripe this year, expect the Magic to send him their plenty and dare him to beat them with free throws. On the other side, Milwaukee is finally clicking. They've won 8 of their last 10 and are putting up 116 points per game over that stretch. Giannis is just on another level right now. He's leading the league in scoring, pulling down boards, dishing out assists, you name it. The guy is unstoppable when he gets downhill, finishing through contact like it's nothing. He's scored 30 or more in 7 of his last 8 games, and if he keeps that up, the Bucks are cruising to the next round of the NBA Cup. Milwaukee's also been rock solid at home, going 8-4 in their own building. They've got the depth and firepower to exploit Orlando's short-handed roster, and they play at a pace that could overwhelm the Magic. That said, the Bucks haven't been great against the spread this year, so there's some room for Orlando to keep it closer than people expect. If the Magic want any shot in this one, they've got to grind it out on defense and make this game ugly. They can't afford to let it turn into a track meet because, let's face it, without Banchero and Wagner, they just don't have the offensive juice to hang in a shootout. Jalen Suggs and company will need to find ways to score while locking things down on the other end. As for the Bucks, they're in a sweet spot. They're healthy, they've got momentum, and they're at home. Giannis is playing MVP-level basketball, and with the supporting cast stepping up, this is their game to lose. But I'll give credit where it's due. The Magic aren't the type to roll over. They'll battle, they'll grind, and they'll make Milwaukee earn it. Still, it's hard to see the Bucks letting this one slip away, especially with a ticket to the semifinals on the line. I've got to lean toward the Milwaukee Bucks in this one. They're playing some of their sharpest hoops right now and have the all-important advantage of a healthy roster. Meanwhile, the Orlando Magic are in a tough spot without their 2 key players. But let me tell you, there's something about Jamal Mosley that makes me pause. The guy's got a brilliant basketball mind, and if there's any reason to think the Magic can keep this close, he can scheme and adapt on the fly. Now, don't get me wrong, the Bucks are a force, but they've been pretty underwhelming against the spread this season, sitting at 9-13-1. That doesn't exactly scream trustworthy, especially when you're laying down significant points. And let's not forget, the Magic may be short-handed, but they've shown they can scrap with the best of them. They even took down the Suns in a similar situation. This isn't a team that folds just because the odds are stacked against them. They fight, they grind, and they don't go down without making it a battle. So, as much as I respect the Bucks' firepower, I'm riding with the Magic to cover that 8.5-point spread. Sometimes, it's not about who wins, but how close the fight gets, and I think the Magic have enough grit to make it interesting.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino. your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video. The second prediction for today is for a game between the Dallas Mavericks and Oklahoma City Thunder. The clash between the Thunder and Mavericks in the NBA Cup quarterfinals has all the makings of a nail-biter. Oklahoma City has been a force this season, flexing its defensive muscle and using its home court edge to rack up wins. They're fresh off a solid 119-109 win over the Pelicans, and with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the driver's seat, this team looks every bit like a contender. But there's a twist here. The Thunder are just 6-5 against the spread as home favorites this season, which isn't exactly the kind of stat that inspires a ton of confidence against a team as hot as Dallas. Now, let's talk about the Mavericks because they've been straight up cooking lately. Winners of 11 of their last 12 games, they're peaking at just the right time. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving have been everything you'd hope for, and then some. Even when Luka sat out earlier this season, the Mavs still managed to waltz into OKC and snag a 121-119 win. That's no fluke, folks. This team is built to handle adversity, and their offense is the kind that keeps defenses up at night. Over the past months, they've been third in the league in offensive rating. That's an elite company. But here's the kicker, Dallas isn't just flashy on offense. They've shown they can get it done as underdogs, covering in 8 of their last 10 games. Their ability to stretch the floor and knock down shots in high-pressure situations is why they've been so lethal. Guys like Derek Lively, too, and Daniel Gafford have also been a problem in the paint. They dominated the glass in their last meeting with the Thunder, and unless Isaiah Hartenstein can stay out of foul trouble, OKC might be in for another long night on the boards. For the Thunder, the key is controlling the pace and leaning on their defense. They'll try to make this game ugly, force turnovers, disrupt Dallas' rhythm, and hope Shai can go toe-to-toe with Luka in the scoring department. But let's be real, even if Shai matches Luka's production, the Mavs have Kyrie as their second option, and there's nobody on OKC's roster who can fill that role quite as reliably. The Thunder also miss Chet Holmgren's presence more than they'd probably like to admit. His defense is one thing, but his ability to stretch the floor and create space is a whole other level of value they're lacking right now. Without him, the Mavs defense has one less threat to worry about, and that could tilt the scales even further. A lot of people are hyped about the over in this game, especially since it's jumped from 227 to 229 points. And sure, these teams have hit the over in their last 2 meetings, but I'm not sold. Both squads have top 10 defenses, and even with their high-octane offenses, it's hard to love the idea of betting on a shootout here. If you're looking at this game from a betting perspective, the Mavs getting points feels like the move. They've been rolling, covering spreads, and showing they can win in hostile environments. OKC's been good, no doubt, but Dallas just has that extra gear right now. I'm rolling with the Mavericks to cover the 4.5-point spread. With the way they're playing, they're more than capable of pulling off the upset.